Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Lala, and you already know you're tuning into Baller Alert, so tune in. We're talking about some good stuff on here. Make sure you tune in.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Angie B with Baller Alert, and we are here sitting with Lala. I mean, you've been so busy these days. You're doing partnerships with clothing brands. I mean, you're in TV shows, new movies, upcoming movies as well. You're the mother of your teen son, and then you also have just so many other avenues. Wearing caps as friends and such, hanging out with Young Miami. We love that. So,
My baby.
how's it been going? How's everything been going?
So it's been great. Just like you said, being a mom and working super hard, which are the two things I love to do the most. Although I'm excited for the holidays to kind of take a little break because I do think I finally need a little break. But it's been great. You talked about Young Miami, my baby. We were shooting a movie in LA. It was her first movie. And that's why you started seeing like the TikToks and us hanging out because we were in Palm Springs in LA shooting Eddie Murphy and Jonah Hill's new movie, which is so amazing. Lauren London's in it, Nia Long, Jonah Hill, Eddie Murphy. It's such an amazing cast, and it's just something to be super excited about. So I was like, Carisha, you realize you're in a movie with Eddie Murphy right now? Do you realize how crazy that is? But the ongoing joke on set between us, Nia, Lauren, Khadijah, Hawk, myself, and Carisha was that I was her acting coach. So I kind of took her under my wing, and I was just like, you got to look in the camera here. You got to say this. You got to do this. So we really made it a fun experience, and we had such a great time on the film.
Oh, that's so amazing. I mean, just the energy that I saw on the camera that you posted on Instagram. I'm like, I can just tell you guys are having a great time. That
We
was
had so much fun. And when you got to be away from your family and you got to be somewhere shooting, it's great to have like a second family, and everybody just embraced us. And it's been so much love. And Lauren London, I mean, just radiates the best energy inside out, and just being around her and her giving us advice and talking to us. It was just a great experience. And Nia Long is just like the most amazing person on the planet. I love her so much. And we just had such a great time.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
All women getting together and empowering each other. Thank you for sharing that.
Of course.
And people love to call you Lala Keep a Check Anthony.
Listen, that's not a bad nickname, actually. Lala, keep a check, Anthony. All right, cool. Well, I want to keep on keeping a check. That's not bad at all. I like that.
And you're doing just that. You play Gretchen on the uncensored show, The Freak Brothers. Now, how was this show presented to you? I mean, I love that you're getting into your comedy bag, but what made you want to do this, type of show?
Well, I started my career in radio, so I'm all about voiceover work and doing voiceovers, and I always wanted to do animated TV. So when the producers approached me, Mark Canton, Courtney Solomon, Dorothy Canton, who are also producers from Power, and was like, we have this animated TV series, Tiffany Haddish is on it, Pete Davidson, John Goodman, Woody Harrelson, and we want you to be a part of it. I'm like, say no more, I'm ready. If there's one thing I got, is my voice, so I know I can do that. And we just have fun, and it's so great to just be able to be carefree, talk shit, not care, and just really have a good time. So the Freak Brothers is on Tubi, like you mentioned. It premiered on November 14th. So everybody check that out. You got that. You got BMF. That's been crazy. So definitely shout out to everybody watching BMF. I'm definitely going to be a huge part of that for season 2. So I'm looking forward to getting down to Atlanta and shooting BMF. And shout out all my Wu-Tang fans, the Shy fans, Power fans, everyone who's just been following me on all these different shows and showing so much love. I really, really appreciate that. And I love you guys for just, supporting me and following me on my journey.
Yes. And with that being said, that's Lala Keep a Check Anthony.
Yes. And shout out to everybody also, speaking of keeping a check, shout out to everybody who supported my Pretty Little Thing collection. We did a collection, and there's more of that to come. The collection did so amazing, and everybody seemed to love it. So I was just so happy at the feedback and the response, and affordable prices, something for everybody, all sizes, all inclusive. I was all about that. So I'm glad that everybody got a chance to, get a little piece of me, what I like, my style, and go out there and feel good about themselves. We keep restocking items. So definitely go to prettylittlething.com and check out the Lala Anthony collection.
And the collection looks amazing. I mean, that shoot, I said, oh my God, this girl, you looked fabulous. How was it working with Tiana Taylor? You know, she's a creative director as well, for,
Yes.
and did she, you know, help you and kind of maneuver that type of,
Oh, she helped me so much. She helped me so much. It's funny you said that. She had a concert here in New York last night that we all went to. It was so much fun to see her in concert. She said this is her final tour, which I'm like, it can't be the end. Like, she's such an amazing performer and kills it on stage. She actually brought me out on stage and I was freaking terrified. My heart was like jumping out my chest, but we had so much fun last night. But yeah, with Pretty Little Things, she was involved every step of the way when I did my photo shoot and the behind the scenes videos. She was just there like, let's do it like this. She picked the location. She helped me, with my poses. I'm like, how do I pose in this outfit? She's like, suck your stomach in, arch your back, do this. Like, she was just so hands-on with everything, but we both wanted it to be amazing and people to love it. And I think we definitely accomplished that. Her and I have known each other for many, 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 many years. So it was really nice to get together and do something fun like that.
I love it. And you looked amazing. I mean, I purchased some of the clothes, so I mean, I know it's going to continue to restock. So please keep it coming for us.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. Thank you.
Of course. And you know, you are the mother of a teen son. He looks literally the spitting image of you, which is so beautiful to see. What has been the highlight, of working with him and, just being a mom just to a son during this time?
My son and I always say we're best friends. He knows I'm his mom, but we're still best friends. So it's like I got blessed with a son and a best friend all in one. We talk about everything. We hang out all the time. I just took him to see a play the other night, Thoughts of a Colored Man, which was so amazing. And I just always want to open his mind up to being open to new things, experiencing new things, whether it's going to Broadway, whether it's going to play basketball. I just want him to be well-rounded and be able to appreciate, everything. But he's a good kid. He's in high school, 9th grade, and he's killing it on the basketball court. So just excited to see, what Cayenne continues to do. But for me, it's most important is just being humble and being a kind, good person. And he's definitely that.
Yes, good parenting.
Yeah. Parenting of a teenager. I'm glad I only got one because one is enough. More than one, I'll be pulling my hair out. One is enough. Yes, with the teenage years and the girls and the Instagram and the Snapchat and the this and the that. Yeah, I gotta keep up with all of it.
Absolutely. The social media era is not easy at all. I'm
it's
like,
crazy for kids. It's crazy for these kids.
I didn't have all of that. I know you didn't have all of that. I'm like, no. Trying to adapt as a parent to all of these different apps and social medias is just like crazy.
It's a different time, but I'm like, you're not gonna get over on me because I'm just as tuned in as you are. I know what the hell is going on. I'm paying attention like you are. So he knows that, though. He definitely knows that.
on. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm like, you're not getting over on this one.
I love it. I love it. And you opened up to Self Magazine for the first time ever about your heart condition. And you shared how the doctors had to perform the procedure while you were awake. Now, did you know prior?
So I got a physical when I was doing Beverly Hills 90210 in Vancouver, and the doctor told me, like, your heart beats very irregular, like you should get this checked out. I want you to go to the emergency room. I'm like, emergency room? I'm not going to the emergency room. And then when I got back to New York, it was on my mind and I was like, I definitely need to get this checked out. And I did, and I still kind of put it off, like, I probably just need to sleep more. I probably don't need to work so much. All the things we tell ourselves, we like to self-diagnose, like, oh, I got this, like I should just be doing this and that. And then around Memorial Day, I just was like super out of it, lightheaded. I felt so dizzy, and my family was like, you got to go to the hospital. I was like, hospital? Like, I don't want to be dramatic. They're like, no, you got to go to hospital. And when I went, they definitely said, I had to get the cardiac ablation is what it's called, like really quickly and right away. And I was awake for most of it. They put me to sleep at different times, which was, that's what I was most scared of. That's why I didn't want to do it. But the doctors are so great and walked me through, every second of it. And I survived, and I'm blessed and I'm happy. But it's just the reason I did the Self Magazine cover is I just want to tell people, especially Black people, like, are people, like, don't ignore certain things, and don't think that sometimes we, myself included, we think we're doctors. We're like, oh, I know what this is. Go put some Vicks on. Go do this. Go lay down. Go drink some water. Like, we got the answers to everything. Like, don't ignore certain signs, and don't be afraid to go to the doctor. There's still so many of us that don't like going to the doctor, don't want to get routine checkups. It's so important because you never know, you know, what the doctor could tell you or what could happen that could save your life, like, you know, what happened to me.
That's crazy. And the self-diagnosing thing is real in our community. We do that
Yeah,
all.
it is. I mean, I'm definitely, I just knew I would just need to sleep more. I just knew I was working too much. I just had all the answers, and none of that was it. Like, I had to have surgery. Like, my heart was beating at an accelerated rate, and it wasn't going to be able to sustain like that for a long time. So I'm not glad it happened the way it did, but I'm glad it happened the way it did, so that, you know, I was forced to do it, and now I feel better and just, you know, living life.
Yes, girl, please. I'm so happy that that worked out the best
Thank
way
you.
possible.
Thank you.
Because, whew, yeah, those stories are crazy. That's why when I read it and I said, oh my God, she was awake. I was like, she was awake during this time. What was
That's
going
why I
on?
didn't want to do it. That's why I put it off, but I put it off until I couldn't put it off anymore. And you don't want to do that either. Wait till, you know, you don't have a choice in the matter. So I'm just glad that I'm so grateful that everything, you know, worked out the way it did.
Absolutely. Same here. And when it comes to skin and hair, I mean, you literally just the beauty exudes. I don't know if you guys.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Do you have like a skin or makeup, something coming from you? I feel like we need it.
It's so funny because being on the movie with Nia Long, I'm like, I want all the secrets. You are the most beautiful woman in the world. Tell me everything. So Nia's so great. She'll send me like, buy this cream, get this, do that. But one thing that she told me that is really helpful is to steam. And I've never steamed before. So I'm starting like a steaming regimen and routine of, like, you know, essential oils and just steaming your face. She's like, that is key. I'm like, whatever Nia Long says to do, we all need to be doing. So I'm telling you guys, one of the secrets is steam, and that's from Nia Long. So make sure you steam, because that definitely, I've even seen a difference in the short time that I've been doing it.
Yes, absolutely. I hear a lot of people say that because they spend about 10 to 15 minutes in a sauna when they go to the gym. And I'm like,
Yeah.
what is that about? That makes sense now.
And it's also so relaxing. Like, if you're sitting watching a movie or just in your room and you put the steam on and you're just there, it's also like self-care and relaxing. So I enjoy doing it. And again, whatever Nia Long tells me to do, from my skin, from my hair, if I can look even close to anything that she has going on, I'm going to do it.